Philosophy, philosophy is technically is love for wisdom. Two words combined. Philosophy, I'd say it's only present, it's only applicable for us humans because I'd say personally, I think that there are other species, not only humans, that are capable of learning things, knowing things. We just don't know, or we just don't understand the other since they're not humans, such as animals, yeah. But anyway, so I said philosophy is only applicable for humans because the love for wisdom, it can only be, it's practically done by humans only. Because as humans, we have a choice. We're able to choose what we want to do. And in this case, for philosophy, we choose to love wisdom. And other animals may learn things, but it's not really because they want to. It's more of based on how I understand and all the things that I've learned. It's because they need to learn it, mainly because of for their survival. But for us humans, we choose to learn to expand our knowledge, basically. So that's basically philosophy. That's to introduce it, but to explain more about it and how it affects our everyday lives. So I'll start with this. So I'd say that for example, for someone like me, before I took up this class, philosophy, I didn't really understand it. I didn't know what it was. But then after getting a glance of what it is, I'd say that for someone who's not familiar with philosophy, you don't know it, but you actually do. Meaning, it's occurring in your life, it's happening in your life, but you just don't know what it's called. Well, basically, everything that's happening in your life is philosophy. It's part of philosophy. There's philosophy gives it a name, meaning like they have terms for it, whatever's happening in your life. So yeah, based on that, I'd say that it is present in everything that you do, whether it's something you like, something you need to do, work, school, or other things. What I'm trying to say is basically it's happening everywhere. Anything you see, anything you do, it has philosophy has, I'd say, like a term for it, or philosophy has a word for whatever is happening in your life. So there, like I've mentioned how it's present in everything that you do. Well, personally, one of the obvious ones are religion, because for me, I'm Catholic. I'm a Roman Catholic. My religion is Roman Catholic. So my religion has also a philosophical explanation how I believe in one God, and that. So that's one wherein philosophy is present for my daily life. Next would be, I'd say, one of the obvious ones, especially because for right now, the one of the upcoming events is the election for this year. Well, there also is a philosophical term for that, which is basically the political philosophy. And basically the system is based on that, how the government works and all that. And one more would be how arguments are done, basically. So philosophy also, it also it's also present there. And then is basically how we all live our life, like ethically, morally, how we choose to be good to others. There's also a philosophical explanation for that, just basically the ethics or moral philosophy. So according to the book, it's a branch that seeks to apply and analyze these concepts, basically to govern decisions and actions of people so that it won't harm anyone, and instead we'll make sure that both companies will benefit from it. So yeah, anyway, well, personally, I'd say one of the highlights in my life that is one of the philosophical highlight in my life is the environmental philosophy of man. So basically, well, the environmental philosophy is basically how humans see the environment. Well, personally, I see it as a very, very precious thing in our life, because without it, obviously, we won't be alive. So, my view on that would be to take care of it, make sure that I don't do anything to harm it, or at least the things I do would be the least possible the least possible way for the one the what I the things that I do would be the way that would least cause damage to the environment. Anyway, so that's one. And I'd say another important philosophy in my life would be family, how my approach on family. Yeah, I just like to I value my family very much, among other things, and also appreciate the little things. Well, not only the little things, but all things. Well, because appreciation of everything would basically lead to anything good, since appreciating things would eventually make you take care of them. And that also comes in with my environmental philosophy. Since I appreciate what it does for me, then in return, I take care of it. So yeah, basically that's it. That's one of that's one of the biggest things that I would say that I value most, since it is really helpful for me, and it basically just causes me good things. Yeah. All right.